Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Equibridge X, I, Pooja Gandhi, warmly welcome you all to the virtual IPO roadshow of Glen Industries Limited. We truly appreciate your time and participation today. Glen Industries Limited is engaged in the manufacturing of eco-friendly food packaging and service products. The company specializes in producing thin-walled food containers and paper and PLA straws, serving sectors such as Horake, beverages industries and food packaging. Now, I'd like to introduce you, Mr. Lalit Agrawal, Chairman, Promoter, and Director. Welcome, sir. Mr. Chirag, CFO. Welcome, sir. Miss Brunda Patak from GWire. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Mr. Yash Jain from GWire. Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, all.
Now I request Lalitji to take over and brief us about the company overview and detailed presentation. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Pooja. My name is Lalit Agarwal, and I am Chairman and Director of the company Glen Industries Limited. I am basically a technocrat. I did my engineering from BITS Pilani in 1980 and did my MTech from IIT Kharagpur in 1984. Since then, until 1998, I have worked in various jobs. My last assignment was in Israel for setting up a textile mill. I came back in 1998 and started ball pen manufacturing in our old company called Austin Private Limited. After starting, we continuously expanded the manufacturing capacities of ball pen. And in 2010, we started manufacturing also thin wall food container in that company. We were three partners in that company. And in 2017, we decided that we'll part ways. And therefore, the Glen came into picture. Until then, Glen was only distributing the products of Austin in domestic market. We planned for the new project in Glen and production started in 2019 of thin wall food container as well as paper and PLA straws. Eventually, the separation process completed in 2021 and all the manufacturing facilities related to thin wall food container was also transferred to Glen in 2021. We kept expanding the thin wall food container until 2021. In 2022 came the government regulation banning the PP straws, and we started emphasizing on manufacturing PLA straw and paper straw in a bigger way. We also ventured into manufacturing U-shaped straw, which are used by beverage companies for the Tetra packs, and started expanding. And today, in 2025, we stand to have the largest capacity in thin wall food container as well as in the straws manufacturing in India. About 35% of the production of the entire company, but if you talk about thin wall food container, it's about 50% is exported to more than 20 countries across the world. We have about 35 customers who are regularly buying products from us. Recently, we added a customer from Korea also. We wish to expand in the Far East market too. This is as far as about company and company's background and my background is concerned. Now, I'll give you an overview of our company by way of presentation. So I will share the presentation to you. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So this only just depicts our broad range of products. Here I am trying to explain what are the product lines, we are manufacturing thin wall food container, PLA straws, and paper straws, as well as U-shaped straw. Our factory is located in West Bengal, having a built-up area of 90,000 square feet. We are serving the sector like HoReCa sector, food and beverage sectors. This gives the vision and mission of our company. We want to focus on being the responsible, efficient, and fast-moving organization with all the objectives aligned with our core values. This is a glimpse of our company. We have been in this food container business for last 15 years. We are exporting to more than 19 countries. Factory size is 90,000 square feet. We are employing 650 employees. 25 plus recurring international customers are there. The capacity wise, product wise details are here. Thin wall food container is 665 metric ton per month. PLA store 160 metric ton per month, and paper store 95 metric ton per month. We are operating in two business segments. We are present across India. You can say that we are available across the length and breadth of India, having presence in more than 80 cities of the country. Our product size in the thin wall food container is starting from 25 ml, going up to 4,500 ml. And in the straws, we can make from 2 ml to 12 millimeter dia, 2 mm to 12 millimeter dia, 90 mm to 300 millimeter length. And for aseptic packaging for the beverage, 65 starting from 65 ml to 250 ml aseptic sizes. Now, since we are manufacturing food contact application products, for us, various standards and regulations are very important. Most foremost is FSSC, which is Food Safety Certification. Then comes HACCP, that is basically critical control procedures. FSC is for the paper straw. Forest Stewardship Certificate, and SEDEX 4 is related to social compliance, because we are exporting into many countries and they believe that we should comply with the social compliances, anything related to our employees. These are the key milestones of our company. We started in 2008 company, but major diversification came in the year 2019 in this company. And you can see that gradually we have been expanding capacity, and today we are the largest capacity for all the product range. This depicts the length and breadth of the country where we are available. These are our export markets. Major markets are USA, Europe, Australia, some Middle East countries, and some African countries. Here it is a list of our board of directors, myself, chairman and chairman. My son Nikhil Agarwal is the CEO of the company. My daughter Niyati Saksaria is the sales director. And then we have 3 professional independent directors. All are professional in the field. Mr. Chandan Sengupta, he has been in the polymer industry for 20 years, more than 20 years. Mr. Prashant Singhania, he is a chartered accountant and he is sitting on the board of many big companies like Style Bazaar. And Mr. Manoj Baid, he is a chartered accountant and company secretary. He has been working for HDFC Bank for more than 10 years, now independent. This broadly gives the pictures of our product range: thin wall food container, PLA straw, and paper straw. Here, we are just trying to show the various sizes, designs, shapes we are manufacturing in the thin wall food container space. Our food container we are manufacturing, they are lightweight, they are recyclable, they are microwavable, and these are the desire of the modern food solutions. There is hardly any other product which can meet the required criteria for food packaging. We also make meal plates. You can see dome shapes, buckets for biryani, pilfer lock food containers. These are the PLA straws. In PLA straws, we can make a bending straw, we can make angle cut, we can make spoon cut, and U shape. Similarly, in the paper straw also, we can make all these varieties. Plus, in the paper straw, there is an advantage that it can be printed beautifully to give any kind of prints. This gives the glimpses, photos are of our manufacturing setup and the capacities of our production: thin wall food container, PLA straw, and paper straw. In last year, out of 170 crore, our major revenue came from thin wall food container of 125 crore, PLA stock about 34 crore, and paper stock of 10 crore. With respect to export, you can see that we have been continuously increasing our export quantum from 44 crore to 47 crore to 57 crore. In fact, in financial year 22, we had 57 crore, but after that it went down because of various problems in Europe and USA market due to inflation and high energy cost. But now we have recouped the same. In fact, today we are having a lot of orders, but we cannot supply them because of the capacity constraints. This is sort strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis. The opportunities are quite good for the company because we can enter a lot of new markets and new customer base we can develop. And we are environmentally conscious companies, and so therefore customers who deal with us, they prefer our company because of our compliances and certifications. We have strong experienced workforce, and we have strong market positioning of our products. When it comes to threat, there can be economic downturn or fluctuations, intense competition, and change in the regulations or standards, particularly related to environmental policy, that could impact the operations or increase the compliance cost. These are the core strengths of the company. We have very highly experienced leadership team. I have more than 40 years of experience and 15 years only in manufacturing this product line. Strong customer relationship. Our customers are so strong that once they get attached to us, they don't leave us. All our customers are dealing with us are long-term customers. We have very highly advanced manufacturing facilities, and we have high commitment to quality, and we can also provide tailored solution. Many customers comes with the problem, and we say that how to solve the problem, and we design the product according to their problem. This is the roadmap for our companies for the future. Sustainable initiatives, leverage industry knowledge, expand technological capabilities, and then diversification of product range. That our new project which will be coming will be diversifying into a lot of new product range, like we'll be diversifying into food container manufacturing by thermoforming and paper-based food packaging solutions. This gives the glimpses of global plastic packaging market. In fact, if I tell you how big the plastic packaging market is, like world is processing about 400 million metric ton of plastic. Out of that, 45% goes into packaging. Now, packaging is a very vast field, but if you talk about the food packaging, it's a very niche market out of all the packaging. This gives a glimpse of Indian market. You can see here, Indian market is almost 22 billion US dollar, which is going to be $26 billion by 2030. And what are the key drivers for plastic packaging to grow is the rise in e-commerce. Nowadays, everybody after Corona has become habituated to convenience, and we want to order food sitting at home. Second is our products, especially thin wall food container, they are lightweight and very cost effective. Thirdly is the growth in the FMCG and healthcare and barrier properties. The revenue of the company has been growing from 118 crore in financial year 23. In last financial year 25, we have closed at 170. This is the balance sheet. Our balance sheet size is about 214 crore. These are the key ratios of the company. EBITDA is also slowly going up from 13 crore to 40 crore in last financial year. PAT is also increasing. Net worth is also increasing. EBITDA margins are also on the rise, and PAT margin is also on the rise. return on net worth is also increasing from 8% to 45%. Return on capital employed is also on the rise. Debt to equity ratio is very stable. Current ratio is also very stable. Net asset value per share is on the rise, and earning per share is also on the rise. So this is as far as about our company's background is concerned. Now I request Vrinda to give about the public issue details.
Sure, sir. The IPO dates that are beginning, it is from July 8, 2025 till July 10, 2025. The anchor bidding date is today, that is July 7, 2025. The listing date would be July 15, 2025. And the price band is rupees 92 to 97. And there is an employee discount which is given to the employees, that is rupees 5. The IPO size is up to 64,96,800 equity shares. The lot size is 1,200. The minimum lot size is 2,400 shares. The multiple of it would be more after that would be 1,200. And the minimum investment is rupees 2,20,800, which is for lower price band. And for upper price band, it would be 2,32,800. The fresh issue shares that are offered are 64,96,800 shares, and the amount would be 62.94 crores. The market maker portion that is reserved is 3,25,200 equity shares, and that goes up to 3.15 crores. Employee reservation is 1,53,600, and the amount is 1.41 crores. Anchor investment portion is 18 lakh equity shares, and the amount is 17.46 crores. Net NIB portion is 12 lakh 4,800 equity shares, and amount is 11.69 crores. Allocation to mutual funds is 61,200 equity shares, and the amount in crores is 0.59. Balance of QIB that is available except mutual funds is 11,43,600 equity shares, and the amount is 11.09 crores. Non-institutional reservation portion is 9,06,000 equity shares, and the amount in crores is 8.79. Individual investor portion is 21,07,200 equity shares, and the amount in crores would be 20.44. The pre and post issue offer that has been given is outstanding prior to the offer is 1 crore 75,64,570 shares of rupees of face value of rupees 10 each, and the outstanding post issue of the offer would be 2 crore 40,61,370 equity shares of face value of rupees 10 each. Over to you, sir.
So I'll stop sharing the slide and we can ask for the question answer, Pooja.
Yes, sir. You can stop sharing.
To understand, you mentioned about the recyclable nature of your product. So can you throw more light on that?
Yes. See, in 2022, government banned a lot of single-use plastic items. In that, main items were straw, cutlery, thin polybags, earbuds, like that. And with regards to thin wall food container, they did not ban because there is no proper alternative solutions. And these products are highly recyclable. So government emphasized and formulated a policy of extended producers responsibility. What is the meaning of extended producers responsibility? That as a manufacturer or brand owner, if I put certain plastic items, packaging items into the market, I have to get it recycled of equal quantity. So these EPR credits are available from the recyclers from the Central Pollution Control Board website, and we can buy to fulfill our EPR requirements. And across the globe, the same phenomena is being repeated, that no country is able to or is not doing any banning of the thin wall food containers. Rather, they are emphasizing on the recyclability of the same.
Okay. So this EPR credits we need to buy?
Yeah, we need to buy the EPR credit from the recyclers.
From recycler. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And it is similar amount which you produce, right? And
Pardon me, I didn't hear.
it's I mean similar amount which you produce, the similar corresponding to similar amount you have to buy the EPR credit.
See, in EPR guidelines, there are three factors. One is we have to recycle. That means I can buy the EPR. The second is reuse. Being in food contact application, we cannot reuse our products. But in certain other items, you can reuse, like pail containers for the paint. There is no food contact problem, so they can use high quantity of recycled material. So I can, for against reusing, I can buy the credit from the people who are doing too much of reusing. So these are the two criteria which we have to fulfill.
And how much is our annual cost on this EPR that we have to incur?
This is, I'll tell you, this is roughly 0.85. My obligation comes only for whatever I put in the market, not I sell to the brand owners. Because whatever I sell to the brand owners gets transferred to the brand owners. And whatever I put in my own brand in the market is, I have to purchase that. So assuming that I have put up, even export is excluded. So 50% is exported, and after that, balance 50% is gone to the brand owners. So I am left with only 1500 tons. For my 1500 ton is 15 lakhs kg. Into 0.85 is only 12 lakh 75,000 yearly. That is the cost of EPR credits.
Okay, so that is 0.85% of your revenue. That's what you mentioned.
No. It's 12 lakh 75,000 rupees.
How much?
0.85 is the rupees per kg purchase of credit.
So what was the annual cost you mentioned?
Annual cost is about 13 lakhs only.
13 lakhs. Okay. So okay. Because exports you need not have to pay, and
No, export is no necessity, and even the sale to brand owner is also deducted.
So and all, when you supply in Horeca and all, then you need to buy.
That only we have to fulfill. That comes to about 1500 metric ton.
1500 metric tons, right?
Yes.
And what's the rupees per kg that we need to pay?
0.85 rupees per kg. So it comes to about 13 lakhs.
0.85 per kg we need to pay. Okay.
Yes.
And what is our key raw material?
Main raw material for thin wall food container is polypropylene.
Polypropylene. And we source it from where?
We source mostly from Middle East.
Mostly from Middle East.
Right.
Okay. And just one last question on your expansion. Can you throw some more light? I mean, what kind of expansion you are planning? What can be the revenue potential post this expansion? And when
Yes, sure, Deepakji.
This expansion to come? Yeah.
The new project which we are planning is basically costing about 100 crore. After that, 50 crore will be by way of term loan, and 47 crore to 48 crore from the IPO proceeds. 2 crore we already invested in the 3 crore we already invested in the land. Now there we are focusing on 3 product lines. One is expansion of thin wall food container, where we are facing capacity constraints. The second is manufacturing food containers by thermoforming. That is a complementing line. And third is we are going to make paper-based food containers and glasses.
Okay. And how will this increase your capacity?
How?
I mean, by when we are expecting it to come out?
By what time? The timeline is by January 26 is the target.
By January 20, it should come on stream.
Yes.
And how will this capacity, I mean, what can be the revenue potential post this expansion come on stream?
I can tell you that our present capacity can give about 200 crore, and with the fresh capacity, we will be multiplying our turnover.
I mean,
not adding. It will not be adding, it is multiplication.
Multiplication doesn't, can it be 500 crores?
It should exceed, given all the chances.
Higher than 500 crores.
Yeah.
And by when we are looking to fully utilize our capacity?
Thin wall food container, we don't face any problem because we are highly experienced in same. For thermoforming and paper cups might take about 6 months time to stabilize the capacity utilization.
How much? So by FY28 we can fully utilize our.
Yes, 100%.
And we have optimum utilization of the entire. Yes. I mean, new expansion.
Yes, no doubt.
I got it. That will be it from my side. All the very best to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deepakji. JNG, please.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I have this one question. As per the RHP, you have mentioned that Rajshri Polypack is one of the peer we have, which is doing only 11% of the EBITDA margin, whereas we have managed to increase the EBITDA margin from 11.6 to 17% over 23 to 25. So, what is driving this EBITDA margin, and is this sustainable, sir?
Yeah, I will give you the answer for that. Firstly, Rashri is only operating in thermoforming space and we operate in injection. In injection, whoever is operating in India, they all are unlisted companies. So they are the nearest peer group, but not exactly comparable products. So that is one thing. Secondly, our product range, one is thin wall food container is also different from them, although the application wise may be same. The second, stores are totally our new line. They are not at all in that space. And there the margins are much better. So that's why you cannot compare the margin of Rashri and ours. But
Okay,
on the
and
longer term, I can say that our EBITDA margin should be stabilizing around 18% average.
okay, got it, sir. And sir, if you could also highlight upon who are the major clients we have, any big brands to whom we are
Yes,
supplying?
yes. Again, I have to go product wise because for each product segment, we have different brands which are associated with us. If you talk about stores, then we have all the leading beverage companies in India associated with us. Like you talk about Parle, they are buying from us. Dabur buying from us. Coca-Cola buying from us. Kevinter buying from us, Kevin Care buying from us, ITC buying from us, Amul buying from us, Britannia buying from us, then lot of ORS manufacturers buying from us. So you can see that all the big players are buying from us in the stock manufacturing, stock, U-shaped stock. When it comes to food container, I will give you a few names which are associated with us. Is one is Barbecue Nation, Absolute Barbecue, Mainland China. All they buy entire for the entire nation. Wherever they have the chains, they buy from us. Then Truffle buy from us. Then comes Haldiram Nagpur buy from us. Haldiram Calcutta buy from us. Then Haldiram Bhikaram buying from us. So like that, we have many brands associated also in the food container business.
And how long all of these brands have stayed with us? Like,
Like if you talk about Haldiram Calcutta since 2010, barbecue maybe 5 years, Absolute Barbecue also 3 years.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all I wanted to ask.
Thank you. GG, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Sir, for PLA, what is the differential with the plastering offering and how do we position PLA as a value proposition? I mean, who would be the buyer who would be willing to
See,
pay this
first,
premium?
I understood your question very well. See, there's
Yeah.
no price proposition because it's a compulsion.
So can you explain
Then,
that?
yeah, because government has banned the plastic straws which are made from polypropylene. So next comes either you have to go for paper straw or you have to go for PLA straw. So these are the two viable options available to all the beverage manufacturers.
And even metals, I mean. So is PLA the cheapest offering of all the available options is what I'm trying
No,
to
it can
understand.
paper and PLA almost play in the similar price range. It is more of the preference which plays a role than the price because some companies are very particular about PLA straw, some are very particular about a paper straw. I'll give a few examples. Parle, they are very particular that I want to use only PLA straw because their consumers are preferring PLA straw. There's no smell, there's no pinching. Like normally children, they are drinking the juice, they pinch the paper straw and then it is one time use, goes waste. After that, they cannot use it anymore. But some companies like big companies like Nestle, it is the international criteria that they have to go only for paper. So it again depends on company to company how their philosophy aligns with the applications.
Understood. And sir, can you just explain the end of life for PLA? Because what we've understood is if you don't
Yes.
industrially compost or chemically compost it, it will eventually form into microplastic, right? Is what we've
No,
heard.
it
I
it
don't
is
know if
not
that's
forming
yeah,
microplastic. It
yeah.
is, I'll give you the difference between microplastic and this. PLA is derived from corn. From corn, it is derived starch. Actually, starch can be derived from many agricultural base. It can be from corn, it can be from potato, it can be many other items. So from starch, they make the lactic acid. From lactic acid, they make polylactic acid. And polylactic acid also cannot be used in the primary form in processing. So it has to be compounded to give the required properties for different applications. Like you'll find for carry bag, different composition, for straw, different composition, for thermoforming, different composition. So again, it has to be modified. That's why it's called modified PLA. Now, PLA is a compostable under industrial conditions. That means the composting sites of the municipalities, they have to compost. It takes maximum under composting condition, it takes maximum 6 months time. But on the contrary, if you put it into the environment, let's say, then it may take 2 to 3 years to compost. But it is not going to lead to the microplastic because it is agro-based. Slowly it will degrade into water and carbon dioxide. There is no plastic in that.
Understood. And sir, lastly, sir, where do we source our PLA from?
PLA
And
is being
what
sourced right now
grade
from
of
China. From China. Actually, PLA, basic PLA manufacturers are very few in the world. There may be about 5 or 6 manufacturers worldwide. Then most of the suppliers, they actually buy the PLA, they buy other additives and compound it and give it to the applicators. So we buy from the compounders.
And so, what is the landed cost? Must be $2.50 a kg. I mean, what
Something
would be
like
the
this.
range?
Something like this.
Okay, understood. And so, lastly, I mean, sir, is there any thought towards converting our TWC segment into a compostable offering? I mean, or is it
No
going to
need.
be?
Nobody will buy. I will tell you why. Because polypropylene is about 100 rupees a kg. PLA is about a compounded PLA is 250 rupees a kg. Then it is 1.4 times more dense. So that means for the same product, price is 2.5 times plus into 1.4 times. So it becomes 4 times the raw material cost for the same product. And as long as PP is not banned, somebody will not be switching over to a cheaper one. I'll just give another example. Government has banned polypropylene straws, but it is still available. And we are facing a lot of issues in the secondary market, in the like not organized market, unorganized market, that PP straws are easily available. So we always taking to the government that you have banned legally, but practically it is not banned. It is available in the local market, unorganized market. So due to that, we are not able to sell in the unorganized market our PLA straws. Price difference is very high. So as long as the PP containers are not banned, nobody will buy from me.
Understood, understood. This is helpful, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Sarthak ji, please go ahead.
Hello.
Only.
Hi, sir.
Right.
I wanted to understand competition from products made from other materials, like, for example, bagasse products
Mm.
and paper. I'm not paper as in products made from agro-based, thermoform products only in the thin wall container segment because bagasse containers are also very prevalent in the market. So, how do you
Uh,
place bagasse in comparison to your products? In the future, do you see bagasse giving competition to your products because that is, I mean, apparently at least much more biodegradable than PLA and PP.
okay,
And
I'll give the answer for this. Now, first, I will explain you what are the products which go into what are the raw materials which go into packaging manufacturing. One is plastic, one is paper, one is aluminum, and third is glass. They are the four basic materials which go into packaging manufacturing. Glass,
bagasse I was talking about, sir. I'm
yeah,
sorry to interrupt.
bagasse we put it along with the paper. I will come to that.
Okay, okay. I thought
Because
glass
bagasse
and
is
bagasse thoda ka
no,
match
no,
tha.
no, the bagasse is actually it comes in the form of paper and then it is molded like a paper.
Yes.
Okay, so glass is ruled out for any takeaway markets.
Okay.
Other than maybe some fruit juices, high-end fruit juices, it is ruled out. Then comes aluminum. Aluminum advantage is only when it comes to baking, because plastic and paper you cannot put into the baking.
Okay.
But you cannot pack any liquid and transport. It leaks very too much. So it is not a preferred packaging, but it is only used for baking. Nowadays, you find that a lot of people who are using 5 years back aluminum switched over to plastic. So this is as far as aluminum is concerned. Now comes to paper. Paper can be sheet, can be bagasse. Now paper again has the disadvantage, it cannot be leak proof while delivery. You can use paper products like Baga's products, you can use in the QSR for eating in the restaurant, in dining, but it cannot be used into deliveries.
So, sorry
Secondly,
to interrupt. Brands like Zoom, etc., are producing non-intermixing containers which are completely sealable, and some companies in.
see, then when once you want to make it sealable, then you have to use the plastic layer in that. It becomes non-compostable.
But Bagasse, as far as my knowledge goes, they're using organic resin-based chemicals in the process, which are organic to give oil and waterproofing. As far as our understanding goes.
I'll tell you that oil proofing and waterproofing is only to give the sustainability of liquid into that, and that is maximum 30 minutes, even after putting those oil proofing and waterproofing. So after 30 minutes, what happens? Suppose you put a liquid in that, seal it also. Are you sure that by 30 minutes you will be consuming it?
Okay.
So
Okay.
bagasse cannot be used for deliveries. Bagasse can be used for dining, QSR. Paper, some extent for dry food, you can use paper for deliveries. But again, when it comes to liquid gravy food, it cannot be used again. So
Okay.
most of the Asian, Indian, ethnic kitchens, they have to use only plastic. We export to USA, where these products go. They all go to ethnic restaurants.
Okay. So, in terms of leakage and liquid retention is the main drawback of your thing, the
Then,
company.
then second is microwavability. You can put it into the microwave and eat it.
Okay.
Third is it can be washed and reused also.
Yeah.
Like in India, we have the habit of whenever food containers come, we clean it, wash it, and again reuse for some more times until it is broken. So that is not available. So you are wasting your inner. Like we nowadays we started giving certificates to our buyers that our products can be recycled up to 20 times.
Okay, sir. Just
Recycle means you can
another.
wash the dishwasher. Let me explain what is the recycling. This recycling is different than the plastic recycling. This recycling is reusing actually. We can clean in the wash in the dishwasher, dry it, reuse it. That cycle can be more than 20 times in our products. Can you
Okay,
use
so
that in bagasse? Can you do that in paper packaging? Can you do that in aluminium? No.
okay, so in the near future, you don't see Bagasse products somewhat trying to have some pie
No, no,
of your market share. And
bagasse product is a substitute for, in fact, expanded polystyrene, which are again used for restaurant dining, QSR. It's a substitute, direct substitute for that, not for our product substitute. It never threatened the plastic packaging.
okay, so just another small thing that I wanted to understand. As far as my understanding goes, the major chunk of the revenue is still from the domestic market. So can you just throw some light on the domestic market distribution and how it's segmented in terms of Horeca, general trade, modern trade, e-commerce, and
Yes,
stuff, things like
yes,
that?
yes, yes, yes. See, again, it will go product wise because there is no generality across the products. If I talk about the major product line, which is thin wall food container, then let's say 125 crore, 57 crore goes into exports. Of the 57 crore, maybe 5 crore is by straw. So 52 crore goes into exports, thin wall food container, which is more than 45%. Balance left is 55%. Of that, another 15 to 20% goes into corporate sector. Then we are left only with about 40% in our hand for the distribution. So this is as far as the domestic network and market segmentation as far as the usage wise. When it comes to straw, paper straw, we are mostly exporting. You can say 50% export, 50% domestic. And domestic also again for the U shape, which goes to many beverage companies. When it comes to PLA straw, only 5% is exported, balance is for the domestic U shape making, which goes again in the beverage manufacturing.
Okay, okay. Thank you. That's all from my side. Huh? Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Vivek ji, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Lalitji, very impressive. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Thank you. Impressive that you built this business. So you mentioned Rajshri, but there's another firm called Satya, SATIA Industries, which does the disposable, cutlery, to use that word.
Hmm.
How do you compare you to a firm like Satya, and are there other peers so that we can get a general sense of that industry? As
देखिए
it,
क्या है कि आपको उस टाइम जब मैं बता रहे थे ना क्या क्या गवर्नमेंट ने बैन किया, कटलरी ऑल्सो अनदर आइटम इज गवर्नमेंट बैन।
hmm,
नाउ अभी तक इंडिया में पीएलए कटलरी का पेनिट्रेशन नहीं हो पा रहा है, अगेन बिकॉज ऑफ द नॉर्मल कटलरीज अवेलेबल।
hmm.
तो ये आप जो ब्रांड नेम बोल रहे हैं, क्या नाम बोले, एक बार फिर से रिपीट करिए।
SATIA, Satia, S for sugar, A for alpha, T for
आई
tamil,
थिंक दे आर, वन
Satia.
सेकेंड, लेट मी जस्ट चेक साथिया बिकॉज आई नेवर हर्ड दिस नेम।
And they are doing all this, sir. They actually supply to restaurants and large parties and conventions and conferences.
They are mostly in the paper-based products, Satya Industries.
Yes.
They are in the paper-based industry. They are not. See, cutlery you can also make by paper, making 9 layers of that together, but that is still not popular.
Mhm.
So they are mostly in the paper-based products, not in plastic-based products.
Correct. So how different is yours, your product offering from theirs?
No, they are basically like I told you that we have plastic packaging, we have paper-based packaging. Paper-based packaging can be normal paper packaging as well as this bagasse-based packaging, and then aluminum containers. So these are all, you can say, complementing lines and competing lines also.
And so therefore you have the full range.
We will have we'll have full range of paper-based packaging when our new factory comes up. Plastic we already have, thermoforming we will have. So we'll have the plastic and paper entire broad range.
Full range. So you will have the
Yeah.
full range. So, sir, you mentioned that the trajectory of growth was pretty strong so far. Do you
Yes.
see that continuing in the next 2 to 3 years on the back of
Yes, yes. Because once we invest this 100 crore, this 100 crore is going to give big contribution, big jump to our turnover.
So you see your top and bottom line growing at least 30%
Yes, yes. More than that. More than that.
annually.
Much more than that.
Much
Multiplication. I said not addition, multiplication.
multiplication over how many years?
See, multiplication cannot be less than one. It has to be more.
Correct, but multiplication over how many years, sir?
Multiplication will be over a period of 2 years, 2.5 years, till we stabilize the capacity. Then we have more projects lined up. Like even Bagas is also Bagas. I have studied for last 7 years. I'm studying, and I have not gone into that. That is because it has a lot of drawbacks. The technology is still evolving.
Sir, we also noticed that you're the president of the Indian Plastic.
Yes, I am president of Indian Plastics Federation, which is Calcutta-based plastic body of processors, and we help in taking care of the industry's problems with the government, and in general we help industry to grow.
So you continue on that in that role, sir, now?
No, it is a 2 years post. It is not forever. It is by election, and it is one can be president for only 2 years. This is my second year term going on. It will expire in September.
Sir, one final question is, what is the P ratio at which you are launching the IPO?
This is between 12 to 13.
Sorry, 12 to 13.
12 to 13, yes.
And the market cap would be how much?
About 233 crore at the higher end of the bracket.
Thank you, sir. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vivek ji. Sahil ji, please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, Sahil, you are audible.
Sir, I wanted to ask that, since we are going for the capex this year, and probably it will be live by January 26. So, are we seeing any margin pressure, good depreciation, and other costs in this year?
Are we anticipating any?
Margin pressure, NT.
Margin pressure is not there. We never face margin pressure. In fact, we command premium in our products in the market compared to our competitors.
No, for the current year, I'm asking, will it be sustained?
Current year maybe there's no issue of margins.
All right, sir. And one thing on the new client that we could intake, how long does it take to onboard a new client?
See, normally we have already a lot of clients which are waiting for our new capacity to come up. Plus, we are already existing customers who wanting to expand their purchases from us, but we are not able to supply.
All right, sir. And on the current capacity utilization, it is around 75%. So how much you can scale it?
No, it is not possible. This is the optimum we have achieved already.
So how are we targeting the 200 CR in this year?
This year, actually, because of the straws, because in straw we have a lot of capacity available.
All right, so that was the reason of extra inventory buying that we have seen in the financials.
Yes, yes. So you can like in the straw, we are trying to expand more and capture more and more market share. And now we'll start exploring also the export potential of straws, U-shaped straw.
All right, and who do we see a biggest competitor in this region?
In straw, there hardly any competition because from us to the second one is almost 40% of our capacity.
All right, sir. And one thing on this working capital cycle, how long is it and how good are we funded on that front?
Working capital cycle right now is little high because of two issues. One is the transit times of the import shipments, and second is the export shipments also taking longer time than the usual time. Import earlier used to take about 20-25 days. It can take 30-35-40 days also. So we have to maintain bigger inventory in our hand. Export also similarly. Earlier, like for Europe market, it was taking 25-27 days. For Europe, for USA, it was taking 35-40 days. Now for USA, it has gone to from 35-40 days to 75-80 days. And our payment terms are that whenever the customer is about to get the delivery at the port, he will make the payment to us just before arrival of the cargo. So because of this, debtors position is also little higher. Similarly, for even our distribution network debtors, we started giving some credit. Earlier, we were not giving too much credit. Now we started giving 30-40 days credit to make them more comfortable in market, to increase their cash flow position.
And can you outline on the fund-based and non-fund-based limits that we have for working capital, if any?
We have right now we have 45 crore of fund-based, 12 crore of non-fund-based, and then little term loan from the banking sector, which is about 2 crore outstanding. Then we have some term loans from NBFC. So total term loan outstanding from banking and non-banking sector is about 27 crore.
Okay, and the general rate of interest being near what percentage? Any guidance?
Banking sector now interest rate has come down. It is around in the range of 8% to 8.5% for term loans. And for non-banking a little higher, it may be about 10 to 11%.
All right, sir. Good to know. One final question on the subsidiaries and the other companies that we are associated with, you and your son being associated. So how do they contribute to Glen Enterprises, or are
No,
they
they actually more or less they are dormant companies. They have been made for certain purpose, but right now they are dormant.
so we can get assured that Lalitji will focus all his efforts on Glen Enterprises.
Yeah, of course. And moreover, they are all 100% subsidiary. Nowadays, many public IPOs you have seen that they are raising money for investing in the subsidiary company.
All right, sir. All right.
So if they can invest money for investing in the subsidiary company to take away project, the father cannot compete with the son, and son cannot compete with the father.
All right, sir. And since you mentioned that you source quite a lot of raw materials from the UAE, so
Yeah.
do we any issues on that front, and what other measures do we have for the raw material sourcing?
No, raw material is available from many sources. We can buy from UAE, like UAE, Saudi Arabia, from Thailand, from Malaysia, from Far East, from China even. So there is plenty of suppliers. We buy from UAE because we have been long associating with that company for last 15 years. We have good terms with them. Quality is good. The terms of our business is very good. So we prefer to buy from them.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for answering.
Thank you. Thank you, Sahil.
Thank you, Sahilji. Bajraj, please go ahead.
Can you unmute him? Yeah.
Hello.
हाँ जी बोलिए सर.
Nice presentation, sir. My one question is that where this expansion is coming, whether it is at the same location or some other location.
It is nearby. It's near to Kolkata only. Our existing factory is also about 30 kilometers. This is about 70 kilometers.
Oh, it is not next to the existing facility.
Yeah, it's not because there is no land available in the existing. It's in the Poly Park. It's a government developed park, and there is no land available in that. The kind of land we are looking for big chunk of land. and it's very expensive also there.
So how much land you have bought in 70 kilometers away?
It's about 4 acres we have already bought.
Okay, sir. And are you going to get any incentive from the new facility which you are going to?
And अभी West Bengal में MSME scheme का incentive has just expired on 31st March. New scheme is likely to come. So naturally, when the new scheme comes, we'll be eligible under that.
Okay, and now this you are starting in just 8 months away or 6 months away. So
You're
is
right.
there anything on board to further expand your capacity, and whether the new land which you have purchased will sufficient to expand your future?
Just to give you a
So-
background, we have purchased a lot of land bank right now. We purchased about 6 acre land from Adani Wilmar. Then
Okay,
we are in the process of purchasing about 12 acre land. After that, 6 acre has been purchased at another location. So we have built up the land bank, keeping in view that my next 4 to 5 years of expansion, land is taken care of.
okay. And that regarding Satya, I have also visited their plant, and they are putting up 10 or 12 machines for this cutlery manufacturing, including the box and other things. And first initial response to their product was not very good, and but now they are expanding in big way. They manufacture paper themselves, and then they are manufacturing some part in this line. They've just diversified basically. So whether that could be a threat going forward?
No, actually, हम लोगों का तो cutlery में we are not active at all.
Okay, okay.
There's a different kind of product segmentation. We are not active in the cutlery business. And moreover, cutlery from normal plastic is again banned. So
No, but this is from paper actually.
Yeah, the paper में cutlery बनाना actually for that it is like a by lamination of 9 layers, then
Yes,
punching it and then forming it.
correct.
So that is a different line altogether.
Yeah, but they are not your competitors.
No, they might not. I have studied this line also, but it's a very different line. Maybe we
Okay,
can
sir.
plan for setting up that kind of line also, but the market demand is not so high. यदि वो no line लगा रहे हैं तो it's not so high demand.
Okay, sir. All the best, sir, for your upcoming
Thank you,
mission.
Narji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Raji. Pushkar Jain, please go ahead.
Hi, sir. My question was regarding what would be the asset turn of this 100 crores of investment that we are doing, and how much time will take to ramp up this investment, like ramp up.
जो पुष्कर जी जो अब नया इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं ना उसमें the asset turnover is roughly in the range of 3 times.
So at peak capacity, we would do 300 crores turnover from this facility.
More or less, you can say, but
And then based on your demand projections, how long do you think we will require? We will take to reach the 300 crore or 280 crores turnover.
tin wall food container we have no problem. I can achieve in next after installing the machine in 1 month we can achieve the maximum.
Okay.
Thermoforming and paper we may take about 6 months time to achieve the full capacity.
Okay, but like probably by the next year we would be somewhere starting to achieve the full capacity.
Yes, but आपका full year में आपका total नहीं आएगा. Total
Right, of course. But monthly जो अपना capacity है, suppose 25 crores का, वो monthly 6-7 महीने में चालू हो जाएगा वो facility.
Right, exactly.
After starting.
Right.
That explains a lot. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Abhishek ji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Lalit ji, for a great presentation. I just wanted to understand on the EBITDA margins. So EBITDA margins in FY25, they rose sharply versus FY24.
Yeah.
So that is question one. And the second question is, how much of our exports is it to US, and does any changes in the duty structure, etc., impact us?
Okay. देखिए EBITDA margin 24-25 में high हुआ because of the contribution of TOS was bigger and bigger. But average you can anticipate that in the coming years it will be around 18% to 19% at the most, stabilizing. With regards to USA, our current export is about, you can say, 20% of the total exports. And when it comes to tariff and other, it is more of relative. आप टैरिफ को खाली इंडिया की टर्म्स में मत देखिए, टैरिफ को आप रिलेटिव टर्म्स में देखिए. चाइना के ऊपर में 30% टैरिफ, वियतनाम के ऊपर में 20% टैरिफ, मलेशिया के ऊपर में हो सकता है कि 30% 40% टैरिफ, इंडिया के ऊपर में हो सकता है कि एक बार हम ऑप्टिमम भी पकड़ ले तो 26% टैरिफ, बट मोस्ट लाइकली इट विल बी रिड्यूस टू 10%. सो टैरिफ इज मोर ऑफ ए रिलेटिव टर्म देन ए एब्सोल्यूट टर्म. तो हम लोगों को टैरिफ होता तो मेरे यूएस कस्टमर अभी मेरे को बोलते नहीं, मेरे को कंटिन्यूअसली मोर शिप कर रहे हैं आइदर फ्रॉम चाइना और फ्रॉम देयर ओन फैक्ट्रीज इन यूएस कि आप मेरे को प्रोडक्ट बना के दीजिए.
अंडरस्टूड सर. ऑन द EBITDA मार्जिन, सो यू मेंशन दैट हमारा स्ट्रॉ का बिजनेस बढ़ गया तो प्रोडक्ट मिक्स की वजह से EBITDA मार्जिन बढ़ा, राइट?
Right, but average you can say that in coming years, because straw business will be very small compared to food container business, so it will be in the range of 18 to 19%.
So when the new capacity comes in, the new products comes in, उसके बाद भी 18-19% पे हम EBITDA कर
Right,
लेंगे.
right, क्योंकि उसमें स्टॉक का कंट्रीब्यूशन में भी ओनली 10%, जो कि आज अपना 20-25% हो रहा है.
अंडरस्टूड. तो स्ट्रॉ में कम है एंड हमारा फूड कंटेनर में ज्यादा मार्जिन है.
ना ना उल्टा,
स्ट्रॉ में ज्यादा है.
स्ट्रॉ में ज्यादा है.
अंडरस्टूड सर. तो फिर हम स्ट्रॉ की कैपेसिटी एक्सेट्रा क्यों नहीं बढ़ा रहे?
नहीं, स्ट्रॉ में
I
मेरे
mean,
पास पहले से कैपेसिटी सफिशिएंट है. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम ऑफ कैपेसिटी राइट नाउ.
एंड ये
इन द स्टॉक,
कैपेसिटी
इन
फंजिबल नहीं है, मतलब ये
स्टॉक में
कैपेसिटी.
उल्टा है. एक्चुअली स्टॉक में उल्टा है कि मेरा कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन कम है. आई हैव कैपेसिटी, आई एम ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट मोर डिमांड फॉर दैट. एक स्टॉक में एक और प्रॉब्लम है, इट्स ए सीजनल प्रोडक्ट.
गॉट इट. समर से
क्योंकि समर विंटर रेन देन मैंगो सीजन आ जाएगा तो आपका डिमांड कम हो जाएगा. देयर इज ए लॉट ऑफ सीजनल प्रोडक्ट, लॉट ऑफ सीजनलिटी इन द प्रोडक्ट.
एंड सर अभी की जो कैपेसिटी है हमारा, वहां पर वी कैन डू 200 crores ऑफ सेल्स. इज
Yes,
दैट राइट
absolutely,
अंडरस्टैंडिंग?
absolutely,
So combined will be 500 crores from January 26.
most likely.
Understood, sir. Understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek ji. I guess we have covered majority of questions. So thank you, Lalit sir, Chirag ji, Vrinda ji, Yash ji for giving insights about the company and IPO to the investors community. And thank you all the investors for participating.